Damian Lillard debuts with 39 points, setting a record for points in a first game with the franchise, including the team's final 11 points in the fourth quarter to help Milwaukee seal a 118-117 victory over the 76ers. Dame, he knows what he signed up for.
I've had enough conversations with guys, especially with Giannis, where I know I came in knowing what was expected of me. They're encouraging me to be the person to take control and make decisions and, decide what's going to happen in those moments.
With Dame joining forces with Giannis, the Bucks are the favorites to win the Eastern Conference, slightly ahead of Perk's Celtics. Milwaukee and Boston co-favorites to win the whole thing, with the defending champion Nuggets right behind them. Okay, Perk, did Dame and Giannis show you that they're the team to beat in the East?
They didn't have to show me a damn thing, Molly. I already picked them to be the team in the East. I picked them to win the East. Matter of fact, I got them winning the NBA championship. They check all the boxes. You want the most dominant player in basketball for us finishing at the basket? You have that in Giannis Antetokounmpo. You want a closer, a guy that could go out there and drop 40 on you, and Dame Dollar? You got that as well. You want frontline depth, a guy that could stretch the floor, also anchor defense, a guy that finished second and third in Defensive Player of the Year runnings every single year, and Brook Lopez, you got that as well. You want guys off the bench. Bobby Portis could have won six-man last year. You look at guys like Jay Crowder and Malik and Pat Connaughton. And then, let's not forget, they have an opportunity right now to slow roll and ease money-making Middleton back into this lineup. They check all the boxes. They are not missing anything. It's nothing that you could say about the Milwaukee Bucks. They're ready to win the championship now, and not only are they my pick to win the East, but they're my pick to win the NBA championship.
I have the Boston Celtics winning it all. And KP, I got to tell you, I watched Dame Dollar last night, and I was like this. I might have to rethink that. Yeah. This brother is so special. The final 11 points for the Milwaukee Bucks, him and Giannis were the only Bucks that scored for the last 5 minutes and 32 seconds in the fourth quarter. This brother, what have we been saying? He closes, And if it were not for Steph Curry, we would be calling him the best shooting point guard on the planet. This brother is something special. He truly, truly is. And I got to tell you, I can't dispute what you're saying. I'm just going to try to hold on to my pick for the Boston Celtics. I'm just going to try, okay? Because Dame looking like, Lord have mercy, this brother is just something special. And I mean, listen, most points by a Bucks in their debut in team history, eclipsing Terry Cummins, and was it 84 or whatever, when he dropped about 34 points. Here's the deal, man. I look at Boston, and here's what I think about. You know, when Milwaukee was at its height, when Middleton was that dude, when they were balling and what have you, Tatum rolled up in there in the game 6 and dropped 46. I'm thinking about the greatness of Jason Tatum with Jaylen Brown. I'm thinking about as much as I hate the fact that Marcus Smart isn't there, their blood and guts and what have you. Porzingis at 7'3", who can shoot the three at 37% clip. Who, by the way, can block shots, as the Knicks had to find out the other night, had to be reminded of. That certainly helps, because as much as I like Robert Williams, health was an issue. It was a struggle for him to play 50% of his games, so struggle for him to be available come playoff time. Not to say that Porzingis hasn't had his injury issues, but not last year he didn't, when he's averaging nearly 24 points a game. I'm just saying, when I look at the Boston Celtics, and I take into account Tatum and Brown, when you add Drew Holiday, who, by the way, dare I use the word closet Hall of Famer? Like a champion, an elite defender, year after year after year. Not that anybody would stop Dame, because that's not going to happen. But you look at Drew Holiday and what he brings. You look at Derek White and what he brings. With Tatum, with Brown, with Porzingis, with Al Horford and his experience and leadership as well. I'm just saying, it's not beyond the realm of comprehension that the Boston Celtics could win it. But I will say this. They will have to prevent that. What we saw last night from happening in order to do that. And that's going to be a tough task. So I think it's a pick 'em. I picked Boston, but I got to tell you something. Last night, I was like, damn. 17 points, by the way, in the second quarter. Everybody was acting like, every second quarter he put on an explosion.
Tell me why you have more confidence in the Bucks and the Celtics.
Well, one, because the core of the Milwaukee Bucks already proved that they actually could win the championship.
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo proved that he could be that dude when it matters the most.
Okay.
He dropped that, 56, 54 piece wing dinner?
Right.
Yeah.
Habanero style?
Well,
all flats in the finals. And then when
I consider you a drumstick guy. So you're the
I don't eat
flat.
drumsticks. And here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm all
you eat
flats.
everything, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm all flats. But here's the thing, Molly. Brooke Lopez, I'm telling you, it's something about what he brings to the table, his ability of stretching the floor. Dame hasn't had that much space to operate since Moby Dick was a goldfish. And when he look and he see that lane is wide open, he's attacking the basket, the pick and roll. He's sitting up here pulling up for his tray ball. Him and Giannis in the two-man game. Let me explain that to you. Last year, all we talked about, right, in the NBA Finals was the two-man game with Jokic and Murray.
When you look at Dame last night, you saw stuff that you just ain't gonna get from Jrue Holiday when he was a Milwaukee Buck. As great as he is, you ain't getting that. And this is the thing. This is the greatest thing that I saw last night, outside of him going 17 for 17 from the free throw line, by the way. Didn't miss a free throw, 17 attempts. Outside of that, it was the deference Giannis showed to him. See, that, in game one, Giannis, the great Giannis Antetokounmpo, said, here you go. Because it's Dame.
Trust him.
And then it's, oh, Lord, I picked Boston. But last night,
you straddling the fence?
I was like,
it's fluid.
And I ain't going to even say it's fluid yet because I ain't going to go up that quick. But I was like, damn.
Let me ask you this real quick before we
problem.
roll. Yeah, and he had 14 in the fourth. We were talking about this yesterday, his New York Knicks. I think it was yesterday. And Stephen A. had them third.
No.
Okay.
The Philadelphia 76ers are the third best team in the Eastern Conference.
Didn't Jay Will also have them third as well? It was both Stephen A.
But look,
and Will Bond.
But I do have the Knicks making the postseason. Okay. They're going to make the playoffs, and I'm not talking about through the play-in tournament. But the Philadelphia 76ers, even without James Harden, they're the third best team in the East.
I'm going to answer that right now. But quick question, quick answer. Did you feel that way before last night?
No, I didn't.
That's where I'm going.
No.
That's where I'm going. Before last night, Molly, we were like, yo, Philly got a problem because James Harden's going to be a distraction. Joel Embiid might not want to stay. We don't know, blah, blah, blah. But they fought Milwaukee nip and tuck, and Nick Nurse had them playing in a way that said, we sending a message. Look, James Harden, if you ain't here, we going to roll without you. Now, that Philly team last night, we made those assertions before we saw Philly. Based off of the distraction that James Harden has been and seems committed to being. But seeing Philly last night perform without him against Milwaukee, where Dame's greatness was required to pull out a 1-point victory, if that's the Philadelphia 76ers team we're going to see, well, then we talking Knicks at fourth spot instead of the third spot.
We'll get into that a little bit later. What do you consider Anthony Davis's A game? What are you trying to see night in and night out?
Night in and night out, Anthony Davis should be averaging 28 and 12 in his sleep.
Okay.
I'm like 28 and 12 minimum. 2 blocks per game. But more importantly, it's not about just numbers. It's about impact when it counts. It's about LeBron James and Darvin Ham with D'Angelo Russell, with Hachimura and the crew, all being able to say, here you go.
Real quick.
Let us move out the way and give it to you.
If AD was that dude, we would have.
Have we seen him be that dude before?
With LeBron.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
With Rondo. With Dwight Howard.
Well, LeBron's his teammate. LeBron's his teammate now.
Yeah.
All right, we only got 60 seconds.
Man, say, come on.
Come on, man. No, man. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. And you riding towards the street. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, I'm
you
not.
Be ashamed of yourself. You riding across the street.
You have an you know what it's going to be.
No, but this
you know what to expect. You know what it's going to be.
Yeah, because we already we already know that Jokic is going to go down as one of the greatest centers of all time.
I understand that.
We already know that
But you can beat him.
Giannis right now is a top power forward of all time.
Listen. Jokic can't do it by himself. He need help of Porter. He need help from Jamal Murray and the rest of the crew.
Right,
he can't do it by himself.
Before we roll, just to remind folks who you have ahead of the Lakers potentially winning the chip. You had the Bucks.
The Bucks, the Celtics, the Suns, and the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
Anthony Davis's A game, you take down the Suns and you can take down the Nuggets.